So Raw today, February 24th, 2014, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy. Great Raw. Great from front to back. There were a couple, periods where the matches might have dragged a bit, and the crowd clearly didn't care about some of the stuff, which was surprising because the crowd really started to tune out at the Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns match, which is essentially the main event of the show when you consider match-wise. And for me, those two was almost like the leader of DX versus the lead, like The Rock versus Triple H was what that Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns really was. And for them just to not care, and I do agree there were a lot of rest holds. The match was a little bit stale, but it's the visual. It's just like that overall appeal of having those two just go at it in the ring. And I know the feud that they're kind of having is not one where headlocks and headlock takeovers, arm drags shouldn't be involved. It should just be like what they had on Sunday, where guys just go in there and they beat the hell out of each other. And I think that's what people expected from those two. And I think the reason that they started zoning out and just chanting for JBL and Cole and Randy Savage was because they didn't get that. You had Hulk Hogan come out. I made a video on that. Great response. He's still the man. Hulk Hogan, and man, just seeing him back in a WWE ring, just great. Just brings back, I guess, not memories, but it's good to see him in a WWE ring than a TNA ring. You had Cena getting injured. People were saying a dislocated knee because I think there's a picture going around the internet already of his kneecap kind of shifted over. I'm sure it's just a weird angle, but hopefully it's nothing too serious, because the last thing I think any fan would want is having John Cena, especially one who's going to WrestleMania, not have him be at the show. He is one of the biggest stars in the company, and whether you like him or not, it's gonna suck for anyone to have him not there. Batista versus Del Rio, I guess a rematch no one wanted to see, but we got it. Same thing as the night before, and I think the most memorable thing coming out of it is the promo after the match where Batista said that he loves this business. Now, I'm a big Batista fan, but man, the guy he has a lot of work to do. He definitely still has that ring rust on him. Just every move he did a suplex, it was off. A clothesline, he botched a kick from Del Rio, and then his promo after the match was just wasn't the best thing. So I love Big Dave and all, but he's gotta clean up his act. I think maybe just let him be himself again, because it's like when you try pandering to the crowd, it's it doesn't come off to be real. When he was himself in 2009 when he left, like that's Batista everyone loves and wants to see, and I think the crowd won't rest. I don't know. It's not his fault that this is happening, but whether Batista's a heel or whether he's a face, he's still the man in my book. And then of course the main event, Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. Not the build I thought I'd see. Really, I was expecting Undertaker to come out first, and then Brock Lesnar interrupt him and do the stare down, do the sign, but then as soon as Undertaker gives like the cutthroat, Lesnar just gives him a clothesline and possibly an F5 through a table. I don't know. Maybe Undertaker's a little too old to be taking that, but I would have definitely had the roles reversed, because I think it's pretty clear the Undertaker's going to be winning at WrestleMania. So why would you want to give Undertaker the advantage going even into a program? Seems like Brock Lesnar came off looking a little bit weak, to be honest. Even when Taker was making his entrance, Lesnar's kind of holding his mouth, being all scared and hesitant, and then once the lights came back on, they did the stare down, and then Lesnar got a little, the beast was unleashed, if you want to say. But you got chokeslam through a table, and I don't know, not the build I wanted to see, but I'm sure it's going to be great either way you put it. So that's just me nitpicking, I guess. Maybe I should just be happy for what it was. And then you got Jesse Pinkman on Raw next week. That's going to be pretty, and Raw's in Chicago also, so you got CM Punk chance going to go crazy. You got Jesse Pinkman. I don't know if Hulk Hogan's going to be there. But Raw's off to a strong start with this whole network business, so see how it goes. I'm not watching the after show because I don't have the network here until late 2015, but I'm sure it's a bunch of, I don't know. Well, Ric Flair's on it. I'm sure it's going to be great. But that's all. See you guys in the next video.